has grown in stature during the course of this tournament. So England against Argentina for a place in the semi-finals. Teddy Simpson and Diego Maradona came immediately to him, and the last time those two met, Simpson brought down Maradona. Passarella scored from the penalty spot, but England won the match 3-1. That was the last meeting between the two in May 1980 at Wembley. Chufo. Maradona. 4 England players between him and a possible pass or route to goal. Free kick against Fenwick and an immediate yellow card. He committed himself, he was late, and the referee decided that he had to make a point. We saw at Guadalajara. Uruchaga. Well, here's one. And on he goes, the little man. Free kick. Just a nudge from Steve Hodge. There it was. And another opportunity for the best player in Argentina, perhaps to test the best player in the England team in terms of world class, their goalkeeper. If there is a concern, it is that the Argentines' best player can win a match. Our best player can only keep the score blank. Maradona to take. 5-man England wall. Going to try and curl it round it. And very nearly did. But I'm sure, and I think rightly, that Shilton would claim that he got across. Let us see. Would have been tight. And not too many have been successful at it. .50-second cap for Maradona. Numerals of his age the other way around. He's 25. Which side do you want to go, says the linesman. I think Maradona might be saying, well, if you get out of the way, it will help. He wanted to remove the flag. Nice little cameo between the Costa Rican linesman and the Argentine captain. But he's tidying the place up. I presume the referee is chalking off the time, and eventually the corner will be taken. Brazil twice by Uruguay and once by Argentina themselves. So that victory, the manner of it, in particular the success against Peru, is this morning put into some question. Here's Maradona. This is a fine run. Didn't really have the moment to balance himself for the shot, and the miss kick came from Hodge, and the corner is given.
Were to be sent off, but apparently referees are not carrying it out, so it's all a muddle. But let's hope we don't have that same kind of situation in the second half.
And those who haven't seen that much of Hodge or Trevor Stephen, and Maradona just walked away from Hoddle then. Valdano, Hodge and Maradona! They're appealing for offside. The ball came back off the foot of Steve Hodge, and Maradona gives Argentina the lead. The England players protesting to the referee. But the little man who started it by walking past Glenn Hoddle, there's where the ball came from Hodge. Maradona had continued the run forward, and the goal is given. At what point was he offside? Or was it a use of the hand that England are complaining about? Well, certainly his arm was up. Peter Shilton protested immediately, but the goal stands.
Slight weakness in the England captain's goalkeeping skills. It is that he's not maybe as quick off his line as other goalkeepers tend to do. And that ball was played through to him, but here's Maradona again.
He has Burchaga to his left and Valdano to his left. He won't need any of them. Oh, you have to say that's magnificent. There is no debate about that goal. That was just pure football genius. And the crowd in the Azteca Stadium stand to him. Inside one, away from another. And the coolness under pressure to play the ball home with the side of his foot. If the first was illegal, the second was one of the best goals we've seen in this championship. And there is a very dejected man, beaten once unfairly, beaten on a second occasion, like so many of his colleagues, by sheer skill. Glenn Hoddle with the corner. Not a good one. And Hoddle really has to get more involved in this match if England are to save it. Beardsley came through the crowd. The sting, I think, was taken off it. But he timed his movement into the area so well, but didn't really get hold of it. And neither almost did the goalkeeper. And I imagine that he enjoyed the rest. Pompidou checking that the wall is covering the left side of his goal from his point of view. Hoddle poised. 5 players coming from the left. Hoddle takes! Good save! Well, that's the best free kick that Glenn Hoddle has hit that I've seen in this championship. It was going in, no question about that.
Handball. But on the other hand, I think any objective viewer would look at today's game and say that at the moment Argentina have played with more imagination, they have attacked more and deserve to be in the lead. Maybe not by the 2 goals, but certainly by 1. But England are not out of it yet. They have got the chance to come back, but are searching for just one elusive goal to put respect and fear back into the Argentine team. At the moment, they have no worries because there is a cushion of a 2-goal lead.
The opening game against South Korea when he came on as a substitute. Hoddle to take. Barnes starts to make a run. So does Hodge. They all go back. Waddle is the nearest. There's an awful lot of movement from England players. Fennick at the back. Hodge even further back. And Butcher's header straight into the hands of Pompidou. All sorts of movements then from the England players. Fennick, Hodge, Butcher. Here's Fennick. Stevens. Fennick is still forward. This is John Barnes. Away by Ruggeri. Only to Kenny Sanson. To Hodge. Appeals for offside. He wasn't. This is John Barnes. That's nicely done. That's a good cross. They're queuing up. Lineker! 9 minutes left. And English hopes are rekindled. And John Barnes, who has had to stay for so long as a spectator, did what we know he can do. Got to the byline. A lovely cross. And Lineker gets goal number 6 in this competition. But more importantly than that statistic, he gives England a chance of saving the day. There were players queuing then for that cross. So beautifully played it was. Here's Maradona with his spin turn. Back from Tapia and back again. Sanson's challenge. Tapia off the post. The gods were on our side there, all right. And lacked the vision. Maradona. Fine challenge by Hodge. This is Beardsley. 2 to his left. 1 is John Barnes. And every Englishman surely will be saying, go on, run at them. The good cross. Yes, no. Lineker just could not get to it. Corner given centimetres away. And Lineker fell awkwardly on that injured wrist. What a peach of a cross. And it was the defender who got there first with the back of the head to turn it away for the corner. Would the French or the Brazilians do that? But he's come out of the corner in fairness to him. Waddle. Give it to Shilton. It needs the long kick. The referee looks at his watch. England all moving forward. Ruggieri looking for the header. Finds it. Waddle. No time to think. The throw has to be taken. Stevens. But the whistle goes and England are out of the World Cup. A stirring end to their attempt. But they lose.